CRC Radio Urban Beach.
Im Kölner Efeld, da sollte gestern eigentlich ein Konzert stattfinden mit Roman Virgo und Merciless. Das Ganze entpuppte sich allerdings kurz vorher als Booking Disaster. Soweit man das mitbekommen hat, hat ein Promoter aus Großbritannien einfach einen Vertrag unterschrieben und dann 50% der vereinbarten Gage eingesteckt. Das Problem? Roman Virgo und Merciless, die wussten von dem Konzert überhaupt nichts, deswegen waren sie natürlich gestern nicht in Köln. Ein Desaster für den Veranstalter, ein Desaster für die enttäuschten Fans, die schon Karten gekauft hatten. Unter anderem standen aber nicht nur Roman Virgo und Merciless auf dem Line-Up, sondern auch Deejay Scorpian und Juki. Und die beiden, die haben sich trotz des Chaos am Donnerstagabend in den Flieger gesetzt und sind aus Birmingham nach Köln geflogen. Und die beiden begrüßen wir jetzt bei uns im Studio. Welcome here, Deejay Scorpian and Juki in our studio. Nice to have you.
Greetings, Germany. How are you doing, nice Dada? Pleasant to be here. Thank you for having us.
I have tried to explain the listeners the booking disaster with the concert with Roman Virgo. Why do you have decided to take the plane anyway and come to Germany?
Hi, Germany. I'm Juki. Some of you guys might be familiar with me, but yeah. For myself, there's 3 reasons why I decided to come. First of all is the Most High God, our Creator, has opened a chance for me and I signed a contract, and once we sign our contract we like to stick to the terms, and we believe that this is righteousness. Secondly was the fans don't understand or don't know what is going on behind the scenes, so for me to also let the fans down in a way, I don't think they deserve that. And for the third reason was to keep the integrity of the promoter, Blackfish, intact, because they're a good promotion group and they are a victim just like the fans and just like the rest of us. So that's the reason why I decided to jump the plane and come and give the German fans what they deserve.
Scorpion, du hast deine Karriere gestartet als Online-DJ im Jahr 2011 und deine Show ist im Grunde genommen, ja, man könnte sagen, crossmedial. Also du machst auf der einen Seite Radio, auf der anderen Seite chattest du gleichzeitig mit deinen Hörern und das Ganze wird dann auch noch gestreamt als Video und alles gleichzeitig. Warum machst du die Show auf diese Art und Weise? You started your career as an online DJ in 2011. Your show is a cross-media show, you can say. You make radio on the one hand and you chat with your listeners and you stream it as a video and all this at the same time. Why do you make your show in this way?
I believe it gives the listeners a chance to also to see the person who's the radio presenter, also get a live in-feed of what's going on. But at the same time, it also sees the listeners can see the presenter entertaining them. It's like, imagine you finish work, you finish work, you come home, you're tired, and all you want to do is chill out. You had a tough day, and then you switch on the radio channel, the music is on, and together we party. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. You could be sitting in Brazil, Sao Paulo, you could be sitting in Auckland in New Zealand, could be in New York in USA, UK, anywhere in Europe, Cologne. We all party together, and at the same time, you have a direct connection with the listeners, because there's chat talk going on the chat box. At the same time, sometimes they throw questions at you. You have good fun with the listeners then.
Ist das die Zukunft des Radios, dass im Grunde genommen alle zusammen das machen? Is it the future for the radio, that all the guys make it together?
I think online DJing is the way forward now, with all the technology that's changing as well. And listeners in the past, I've known that you can get a tune-in app on your phone. So wherever you are, you can also listen to the radio station through in a tune-in app as well. So you just connect it up to a hi-fi or with your car as well, with the Bluetooth. You can listen to it anywhere around the world, to be able to reach people around the world, different places. This is how I met the German people. Then, the connection was through the radio station. Online DJing. That's why we're sitting here today.
Genau, wir kommen zu den Anfängen. Du hast als Online-DJ angefangen und warst dann im Grunde genommen, ja, man kann sagen so 1,5 Jahre später ungefähr beim Root Center in Köln. Wie bist du an diese Chance überhaupt gekommen? You started in January 2011 as an online DJ.
Yes.
And then 1 year and a half later you were at the Summer Jam Root Center station. How do you became this chance?
In a short nutshell, what happened was, as I came as an online radio presenter in 2011, I had 2 shows one called Scorpian the Mix Worldwide, which basically played music for everywhere from around the world in different languages. And another show I was explaining to you earlier on is Party Time with Deejay Scorpian, you know. And basically, your show was rotated every 2 weeks. And in there, it went worldwide to everybody. But when I came to Summer Jam 2011, through a sister called Sister Jamai, music you probably heard of, who's based in Cologne, asked me to come over and check out Summer Jam. Because she's seen me do a root show that I covered on the radio station. And she liked the way I played reggae music, and she could tell that when I used to play reggae music on the Scorpion Mix Worldwide, how I enjoyed it a lot. So I come here and I see Root Center after party happening, and I really enjoy the vibes. When Summer Jam, you know, everything finishes, there's a place where you can go and everybody can party and enjoy the vibes together. Sister Jamai asked me to play reggae music more than other music. So when I come back to the UK and I started playing reggae music, and 6 months later, from Cologne itself, a good sister named Sanya, you know, this is a story through Facebook. Cologne girl, she is known on Facebook, who make the link, through Facebook, and then listen to the radio show. And also I'm known for playing latest music by DJs, artists, okay? And I introduced Juki Ranks to her. And I told her Juki Ranks is going to be coming to Summer Jam just to see the vibes, what's going on. And she spoke to Charlie from Root Center. Said, these 2 guys are coming here, how you think? And seeing Juki Ranks' video, which you can get on YouTube, called Concussion, and Snapback Rhythm. And from seeing that video alone, the connection was made. She surprised me by speaking to me on Skype, asked me and then told me, you are playing at Summer Jam on Saturday, with Juki Ranks and yourself, and the rest is history. That's how the chance came.
Genau, es folgten ziemlich viele Auftritte noch in Köln und auch um Köln herum. Du bist dieses Mal nicht alleine in Köln. In welcher Verbindung steht ihr beiden zueinander? Scorpion, you were this time not alone in Cologne. You brought Juki Ranks with you. Juki, in which connection do you stand to Scorpion? You are not a couple that's...
hang on.
have to say this.
We know it's Cologne. Yeah.
Yes.
Just to clear for the record. It's a professional relationship.
It's very laughable.
It's a musical relationship.
I wouldn't have this guy for.
He's not my type.
No, me and DJ Scorpion we are not a couple.
Yes, let's get that cleared.
Let's get back serious.
Okay. No. Me and DJ Scorpion, our connection, it kind of goes very, very far back. It goes beyond music, in my point of view. Although it was music that brought us together, so to speak. I met DJ Scorpion as a young writer of lyrics. I wasn't really doing much music myself. I was just writing lyrics. Scorpion was a budding young DJ artist in Birmingham. In Birmingham, the demographics and the population build-up is Asians in Birmingham didn't have very many representatives within the music industry. So when I heard that DJ Scorpion was an Asian that wanted to represent reggae music, I thought, this is very commendable. I want to get in on this. So I says, you know what, I'm going to write a few songs for him. And we put the song out. And the guy was just getting crazy love for the song. So he says to me, Juki, can you do one on the rhythm? And I was saying, well, I'm only a writer, but I'll try a thing. So I put one on the rhythm and it all kicked off from there. We went our separate ways for a little while. I went down a road of religion and trying to find where God was and who God was. So music was put on a back burner for a while. One day I went to no. Before we get to the Facebook,
okay.
I went to Jamaica.
Yes.
And Jamaica is the land of reggae music. It is the heartbeat of reggae music. And going to Jamaica, gave me back my vibes. And made me feel like writing again, and as well as writing again, it made me feel like I want to be an artist again. I've got something to tell the people, so I'm going to do it again. Then comes the Facebook thing.
Then we lost connection amongst ourselves. And what happened was somebody from Norway contacted me about an artist in Birmingham. And she goes, you in Birmingham, can you help this artist? And then one day there was something like a show in proposal to do it in Norway, to go and do over there. And this person contacted me, goes, like, is this legitimate, what's going on, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then I started talking, I says, who you work with in Birmingham, And he mentioned a few names. Then I mentioned, Juki Ranks. And he goes, yeah, I know Juki is my brother, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And next thing I said, oh, okay. I know Juki a long time ago, I said, give me his number. I said, I don't do it.
So the world is really small.
Yeah. So then I contacted him. I said, this person give me the number.
Powers, man.
And then the other person contacted, Juki, and told him, Scorpion do his thing on Facebook and, give my profile. Then when we meet up, then the rest is history.
The rest is there, yeah. The rest is history.
The family, you see,
it's a long story.
But
sorry to give the German listeners, the whole life
you know what
story,
it is. You know what it is. We're two people come from different ethnic communities. But Birmingham is mixed with full of, communities. And Asians have grown since we had Apache Indian, an Asian artist from Birmingham, if you know him. And it's grown, reggae music, grown on us. And it grown on me when I was in college, because I used to play music of everything. So when you become a college DJ, you have to cater for everybody. So I get the Jamaican boys coming to me, giving all this reggae music. And then I just fell in love with the music. And then meeting people like Juki Ranks, who wanted to help me progress. His brother also, in Gold Mine Studios, everybody wanted to help me. We just become a family, especially his mother, always Auntie V. We give a big shout out to Auntie V all the time, looked after us, and together we've had that combination. We're here now, working together as a team.
Yeah.
Und jetzt wollen wir auch ein bisschen was hören von der Musik, über die wir schon die ganze Zeit reden. Juki Ranks hören wir jetzt mit Live Nice.
CRC Radio Urban Beach.
Bei uns im Studio sind weiterhin Juki Ranks und Deejay Scorpian, die gestern eigentlich im E-Feld auftreten sollten. Der Dance wurde kurzfristig abgesagt, aber wir können heute nochmal mit den beiden sprechen. Juki, du hast 2011 dein Album angefangen zu recorden. Was hast du in den letzten 3 Jahren gemacht? You started to record your album, Seed Now, in 2011.
That's
What
correct,
have you
yeah.
done in the last 3 years?
In between that time, I've been busy setting up my own record label, which we now have up and running, and we're signing new artists and stuff. My new record label's called Diamond Inc. We're just beginning, so I've been doing a lot of work. I've done a couple of tours. We've been finishing up the album, because the album, when it comes out, this album is roots rock reggae. It is classical reggae. We've got orchestras, we've got live instruments, big double basses, we've got everything. So this album's going to be a really good one. So it took us a bit of time to get to the finished product, but me and Gold Mine Records, who my brother Steve runs, we got there in the end, and now we're looking for a release date which is good for all of us and good for the album.
Kannst du schon sagen, wann das rauskommen wird, oder ist das noch ganz offen? Can you say when you released this album, or is it open at the moment?
Well, it's still open, but at the minute, me and my team, we're looking maybe at a 2015 release. But as an artist who is relatively unknown, you have to strategically plan and put an album out at the right time, because you have many other big, more well-known artists putting stuff out at the same time and stuff like that. So I still haven't decided whether we should put some singles out first off the album or put the album out. So it's still up in the air, really. But we're hoping 2015 we're gonna get started.
Yeah. Du hast Shows gehabt in Holland, in Afrika, in der Schweiz und auch in Frankreich. Und wir haben auch schon gehört, du bist auch in Köln schon mal aufgetreten. Welche Bedeutung hat der deutsche Markt für dich? You had shows in the Netherlands, in Africa, Switzerland, and
yeah.
France, and we heard that you had a show in Cologne in the past.
Oh yeah.
So, which meaning has the German market for you?
The difference with the German market as opposed to the market in England is that the Germans are still real party lovers. They still appreciate classical reggae music. Not to say that we don't love dancehall music, because we do. We love hip hop. We love good music, any which genre it's in. But what is my love is roots. And the German fans, the German public, the market here has a big heart for roots. They accept roots like not many other places in the world do. You rarely find another place like Germany for roots music. So the song which was just played, Life Nice, for example, Life Nice was built by a German crew over here called City Lock. They're from Berlin. They have a sound, they have a record label, and that just goes to show the depth of Germans' understanding and knowledge about reggae music, because the rhythm, as you heard, it sounds like it came from Kingston, Jamaica, but no, that came from Berlin, Germany. Germans have got a big heart for the reggae industry, so, you know, that's what they have to offer me, you know.
Scorpion, für dich ist Deutschland ja auch ziemlich wichtig irgendwie geworden. Du hast eine Menge Shows in der letzten Zeit hier gehabt. Du warst beim Root Center in Köln, du hattest eine Show in Düsseldorf, du warst in München. Warum bist du so häufig hier? Was ist das Besondere für dich hier? Scorpion, you had a lot of shows this year in Germany.
Yes,
you
and
were
last year, yes.
at the Root Center
Yes.
in Cologne. You were at the Winter Jam in
Yes.
January. You had a show in Düsseldorf and in Munich.
Yes.
Why do you
Dortmund
come?
as well, yes.
And Dortmund
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
Why do you come to Germany, and what's so special for you here?
The people, you know, for starters, you know, the love that the people have, the connection that I have with Germany now since, 2011 Root Center. It keeps growing, and as you can see, it's spreading throughout Germany, you know. I know Munich from here is very, very far away, and, going over there to playing there is a different, vibe. The vibe is like German people appreciate good music, and they also appreciate there's somebody who come and support the events. Before I play in Germany, I come and support the events. I come and see what's going on. I like a mellow vibe, positive vibe. No badness going on, no slackness going on, People come enjoy the vibe. They don't have to worry about what's going on. To the UK, is different from the UK, the vibe that is to Germany. I prefer the German vibe, to be honest with you, and it just keeps growing and growing, and I enjoy it, and the German people, I thank them for the support and the love that they've given me from city to city, and it's growing. And as you can see, I'm back again. No matter what the vibe is, like Juki explained, dance was cancelled. What we say is we have a contract. We're not going to look at so-and-so, this happened.
It's for the fans, man.
It's for the fans, for the people.
The fans don't deserve.
I come for the people.
Für die Fans sind Deejay Scorpian und Juki Ranks extra aus Birmingham nach Köln gekommen. Und eigentlich wollten sie auftreten, auch wenn das Desaster mit Roman, Virgo und Merciless sich vorher schon abzeichnete. Kurzerhand ist allerdings dann gestern Abend, ja so gegen 10, alles abgesagt worden und auch die beiden konnten nicht auftreten. Das waren nicht die einzigen, die auf der Bühne hätten stehen sollen. Auch Shocking Murray war eingeplant. Der ist auch bei uns zu Gast heute und den begrüßen wir gleich hier bei Urban Beach. Zuerst hören wir ihn aber, Shocking Murray mit Johnny.
CRC Radio Urban Beach.
Ihr hört Urban Beach und bei uns geben sich heute die Gäste die Klinke in die Hand. Wir haben mit Deejay Scorpian geredet und mit Juki Ranks aus UK und wir haben aber noch einen weiteren Artist bei uns hier zu Gast. Wir heißen Shocking Murray aus Jamaika herzlichst bei uns willkommen. Shocking Murray, thanks for coming. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, man, thank you very much for having me,
Shocking, du bist gebürtiger Jamaikaner, bist auch in Jamaika aufgewachsen. Du lebst aber jetzt schon seit längerer Zeit in Europa. Warum hast du dich entschieden, hier hinzukommen? Shocking, you were born and grown up in Jamaica, but you live now in Europe for many years. Why you have decided to come to Europe?
Well, it's not something that I have decided. It's just something that happened. Something that ordained. From back in the days, the first time when I make my entry in Europe with my singing partner, Antonio, a.k.a. Singing Morris. We came here to do a tour, and ever since I'm here, having one foot in Jamaica and and the other in Europe.
Is it difficult for you to be between these two countries, states, continents?
Well, for me, it's fun, I like to travel, I like to meet people, I like to do music, I like to interact with people and all of that. And going around doing music, and it's music brings all of these, traveling and stuff. So it's fun for me.
Du bist erfolgreich hier in Europa, du bist aber auf der anderen Seite auch erfolgreich in Jamaika. Dein Video So Nice war Nummer 1 letztes Jahr in Jamaika. Welche Bedeutung hat das für dich? You are successful with your musical career here in Europe, but you are also successful in Jamaica. Your video So Nice was number 1 in Jamaica last year. Which importance got this for you?
Well, hard work, a lot of hard work. And it is very important, because doing music, and getting that feedback from the people, it's really a stepping point, That song So Nice, I did it, and, I did the video in Jamaica, in Portland, the beautiful parish of Portland. It was released in the TVs in Jamaica, and the Jamaicans, they voted to number 1, so, I really thankful for that, and looking forward for more number 1 hit and thing. And the importance about it is that, the people, they recognize Shocking Murray.
Ist es für dich wichtiger, hier anerkannt zu sein oder wichtiger, in Jamaika Anerkennung zu finden? Is it more important for you to be successful here in Europe, or is it more important in Jamaica for you?
Balance, it's a balance thing, Well, none is important than the other, because I sing music for people. It doesn't matter where they're from, what language, what culture, what race, what class. So it is as important in Europe as well as Jamaica on an equal, level.
Im August hat Sizzla einen Song gemacht über Ebola. Ein Thema, das eigentlich ziemlich ein schwieriges Thema ist. Ist sowas für dich auch vorstellbar? In August, Sizzla made a song about the terrible disease Ebola. Is such a song with these themes also thinkable for you?
Yeah. This Ebola thing, it's a serious thing. And I know many people are scared of AIDS, scared of cancer. Even the name, scared people. But this Ebola is even more terrible than AIDS and cancer, because so many people are living with AIDS today and cancer. But Ebola, you got it, in a few days or a few hours you die. And I acknowledge that a lot of these diseases made in laboratory and all these things, So we have to realize that men are also doing experiment on people. The pharmacy industries, they have a lot to do with these things too, because they always make the virus and at the same time make the cure. When they experiment on it and unleash it on the people, then they come with the cure. So somebody is making a lot of money out of these things. And this Ebola thing, somebody will be making a lot of money. The people of this world just need to open their eyes and see what is going on. So what they are saying caused this Ebola thing. I don't take it. I look beyond what they said.
Is it important to have an opinion as an artist?
Well, yeah, it's very important to have an opinion. We are living in what they call democratic countries, where everyone is free to voice their opinion. It's very important.
Shocking Murray war das zum sehr ernsten Thema am Ende dieses Interviews. Und ihr könnt ihn sehen am 8.11. in Essen im Fame Club. Und jetzt könnt ihr ihn auch nochmal hören. We hear now your song So Nice, What It Is About.
Well, it's a love song, you know. You know, when somebody, you know, meet the right one, you know, it cut both ways, whether it's on the male side or the female side, you know. So even though I'm singing about a woman, when you meet the right person, you know, as a good saying that a good woman is a glory to a man. So it's just one of that thing, you know. It's a love song.
Shocking Murray mit So Nice. Thanks.
Thank you for having me. Big up Germany, the whole world, the whole globe. All my fans, big up. Shocking. Again.
CRC Radio Urban Beach.